What's everybody doing? I'm going to do another little segment here of Real Parent Talk. This one is called Be Vulnerable. Okay? I know the statistics and everything like that as being a man or whatever the case is, you want to kind of hide if you're upset to your kids. Yeah, there's a fine line in that, okay? But at the same time, it's not terrible to show that you can be vulnerable and you can be upset, because that paves the way to show them that they're allowed to be vulnerable, they're allowed to be upset, they're allowed to have emotions, they're allowed to be mad, they're allowed to be angry, but it's on a certain degree and a level, you know what I mean? And I know some people have different problems than everybody else, right? Everybody has their own problems, but I believe that we are allowed to show our vulnerability to a degree, right? Because then, like I said, it shows kids that, hey, okay, my dad's upset and he gets mad and he's 40, you know what I mean? So they're allowed to, I'm not saying all the time, but to a certain degree. And the one thing I think is huge is don't ever, and I learned from my mistakes, don't ever scold them for being upset or being angry. Find out what the reasoning is. It might be justifiable for everything. Sometimes it isn't, but sometimes it really is. Anyway, I love y'all, and I'm hoping to turn this real talk thing into a bigger thing. So please spread it around. If you're new parents, if you're parents, comment me, send some stuff out, send me some videos, let's shoot back and forth, I'm open to discussions. Anyway, I love y'all. Real Parent Talk. Love your kids at all cost.